Hey everyone, Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a new viewer, I just want to say welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I am a homeschooling mama too, and I love to make homeschooling videos to encourage and motivate homeschool families going through this amazing homeschooling journey. So today I want to talk to you all about fun schooling and the Thinking Tree journals, and I want to show you how I am using them in my homeschool and talk to you about how much I love them. So if you're interested in learning more about fun schooling and about Thinking Tree journals, make sure you stay tuned. So I want to talk to you all about fun schooling and Thinking Tree journals. I heard about these journals before, but I looked at them. I was like, no, I don't know if this will work for me. But then my friend April from the Simple Rugged Path, she started using them and talking about them on her videos that she's using them with her kids, and I started just doing a little bit more research, and I got one to start for our geography. That's the only thing I was going to use because I needed something for geography. But then I started watching more of April's videos and finding more things, and I just fell in love. And I have, so far I have 5 now, and I want to buy a lot more. So they're making a difference in our homeschool. The reason that the author of this book started these journals is for kids that don't like school. That's one of fun schooling. A lot of kids, my kid, don't like school. They don't like to do schoolwork. It's tedious, it's hard, and these journals are made for kids that struggle with school, kids that don't like school, that don't like do curriculums and bookwork. And this is just a great way to get kids learning and doing things that they enjoy and they love by filling this by working on these journals and this fun schooling. One of the things like Sarah Janice Brown also have some dyslexia games for kids that have dyslexia, but it also helps the kids with ADHD, kids with learning disabilities. I haven't used them, so I do not have any input on those, but I heard they're great, and I will look into them because I think that might help us with our math. So if you want to look into those, please do so. But yeah, so these are made for kids with ADHD, kids with learning disability, kids that struggle in school. And when I found out that that's the reason these journals were made, I was like, this is for me. This is going to complement our homeschool so well. And so I decided to get more. So I have 4 journals that I bought, and then there's another one that I have that I won from April from the Simple Rugged Path. I was very excited to get it. So I'm going to talk to you about the ones that I have, which I already done some videos, and I did a walkthrough of 2 of them, so I will post those on top. But how I'm using it in my homeschool, okay? How I'm doing fun schooling and how it's making a difference. My daughter loves them. She was so funny last week or the week before. She said, Mom, I want you to contact the author of these books and tell her how much I love them and how much they're helping me like school. And my daughter doesn't like school, so this is great. So thank you so much, Sarah Janice Brown, for making this journal, so helping kids like mine that don't like school and they struggle to like school, and it's just being a blessing. So I'm going to start really quick with the American history one. I did a walkthrough on this one, but how I'm using this, one of the things that they tell you to do in this book, when you open the book, this one is to study. It has a table of contents, and you're working on 7 eras in American history. So we start with the Native Americans and the Vikings, the European explorers, the settling of America, founding of the USA, the Civil War, modern times, and the Information Age. For each of these sections, you're going to get books from the library. It said to get 4 books, but you can get more. We usually get more than 4. But sometimes it might be better. Sometimes I feel that we have too many things to look from. So I think I'm going to start doing maybe 3, maybe 4 or 5, but not 2, because it just gets overwhelming for her and for me. So we choose 4 books for that era that we're studying. Then we're going to fill out the timeline. We fill it out in here. Do as many pages as you can, many pages as your child can handle. I say you use these books that will work better for your kids. It says here your teacher will tell you how many pages to do. But I work with her with these journals for the most part. Some things she does independently. And I use color pencils and make the journal pretty. That's one of the things I need to work on with my daughter. She doesn't like to color too much and make it all pretty, but she's liking them, which is great. So we get those 4 books, and we use those books to fill out the information. Okay, we're learning here about Native Americans and what happened to them and all those things. So it's just been really good. It's been great to just kind of stay away from using textbooks and doing research papers on things, and this is just great. You get all the information, the important information from books that you're reading. You choose books that are good for your kids, that go well with their learning style, with their ability level, and you work through these books. Okay, so this is great. And I'll post a walkthrough that I did a couple weeks ago. I'll post that on top. And I already talked to you all in another video about how I'm using this for geography, but also the same thing. We get books from the library, we get the internet and YouTube videos, and we fill out this book. So one of the last ones that my daughter did is Virginia. We're moving to Virginia. And we're also starting to start with the 13 colonies first. So we read, we find all this information, like I said, in the book, okay? So the capital, the population, the state motto, and find all this, different things, like, current events, the flag, places to see, a famous quote, famous food from there, draw a monument, okay? So we have that there. We also watch a movie, or we fill out the map with important places, important landmarks, highways, write some historical events, and we can find those. We have an atlas that's really good that has historical events, or we find that online or videos, and then we watch a movie. That's one of the things, and I love to have this incorporates kind of what we're doing, the Brave Writer lifestyle of watching movies and spending time together as a family. So we watch this is the only one we have watched a movie for Virginia. Well, we watch Remember the Titans, which it was great. So we did that and we read. And then the next day she drew a picture, one of the scenes from the story, and what it meant to her, that picture. And then also here, she didn't do this one, but what kind of things to do in Virginia, which we're moving there, so she should write some things in there. Okay, so this is how we're doing this for geography, American history. This is what I'm using for geography, American history. These 2 books and books from the library. It's just being, my daughter really enjoys doing them. This one, I have the top 30 grammar mistakes, and we're using this on top of complementing our Brave Writer. We use Brave Writer arrow guides as for language arts, but this is just a little extra that I wanted to add in there. Top 30 grammar mistakes is a do-it-yourself journal, and I don't have a walkthrough of this one, but this one, it gives you. So we say, okay, so it has a question on the top. So how do I know when to use already on already? Okay. When to use those, and it gives you examples here. Sometimes it has a picture for you to kind of explain those 2, and then you can either write a silly sentence or a rhyme or draw a picture to kind of help you remember or to kind of practice what you learn. And so we've been doing those, and she really enjoys this. One thing she does, and she enjoys doing this. And one of the things that the author of this book, she wanted kids to just learn the things that are confusing for people, even adults, and not just learn things that are for grammar that you're never going to use in your life, like diagramming a sentence. So these are just top 30 mistakes, and some of these things are things that she struggles with, and it's been great to work through these journals. And these are a great complement to Brave Writer, which is really funny because that's the one we did today, complement and complement. So yeah, so this is a good complement for Brave Writer, and these journals have been great at being complement for our homeschooling and our curriculum. The next thing that I'm using these 2 nature journals. I haven't started using them. I already know. I want to tell you how I'm going to use them. So this is Nature Study Seaside Science Curiosity Journal, and I got this one. I won it from the Simple Rugged Path, and I have the Nature Study Outdoor Science Journal. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing with these journals, we're going to use them for when we do nature studies outside. We're going to be with nature studies inside the house and outside. So this one's it's going to help us to kind of do a little bit extra. So for example, next week we're going to be studying shells. We're doing zoology, master book zoology, and we're going to be studying shells. But it just gives you like 2 pages of shells. That's it, what we're reading about. So we're going to use this to kind of go dig a little bit deeper on shells. And she has some shells in the garage, I think, that she got at the beach when we went a couple of years ago. So we want to get them out, and we find it. And we need to identify it. So I said shark eye, and we have to give each name a shell a new name. So you kind of come up with your new name for it, find the scientific name, and where can you find that shell? Okay, what some is specific to a place, a country. We're gonna be learning about it. So, and we'll do that. So once we do that lesson, we'll work on this here. Some of the things we're gonna be studying insects for our next unit in our zoology book. Like, for example, one of the things in here, I know exactly where it is, and I do have a walkthrough of this one. It tells, like, research your favorite insects. So when we're studying insects, it's all, we'll find, we'll dig a little bit deeper, and we'll find, okay, which one is our favorite, and we'll find a page here that talks about insects, and we'll, research, when we talk about mammals, or, frogs. We're going to be studying frogs also. So this is just a great way to complement our science, but also to when we do nature studies outside. Okay, we're going on nature walks that I hope to start when we move. I already researched places that we can go. I found that like right across the street from us is an awesome park that we can go and do hikes, and well, I'm so excited. So this is how I'm using the Thinking Tree journals and how we're doing fun schooling. It's just been great. My daughter really enjoys them. She enjoys working on the journals, and they're good for her. Like I said, they're good for kids that struggle with school, kids with disability, kids that don't like school. So these are great, and she's actually enjoying doing them. So this has just been great. Okay. So I'll put a link below where you can find these journals. I hopefully in the very near future, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for this journal. So be on the lookout because I'm loving them, and I hope I can bless somebody so they can start enjoying them too and see how awesome they are and how they can help your homeschool. So they're being great. So if you have any questions, make sure you post them below. I can help as best as I can, or I'll direct you to the right person because I am not an expert. I just started with this fun schooling and I'm loving it. My child is loving it. So I want to get a lot more. I keep finding ones. I'm like, oh, this will be good for this. This will be good for that. So I'm waiting for them to go on sale and see which ones, and when they're going on sale, I get them. So for different things, for spelling and art and all these things. So yeah, so I have a feeling next year might be a lot of fun schooling for us. So maybe this year also. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my homeschooling videos. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.